intentions right there.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Your Lakers.
And we finished one half of basketball.
The Mavericks.
It's Dallas
41.
up.
Your safety is our #1 concern. In the event of emergency evacuation, the Staples Center becomes necessary. Please walk
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Monte Ellis has been sensational.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Lynn and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half. Kobe dishes to Lynn. Nelson with the steal. And there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Nelson. Nelson's got 3 assists tonight.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing him. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers. Jameer Nelson, a stocky 6-foot guard, now in his 11th season out of St. Joe's. College Player of the Year his senior season.
And he gets it to go.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Here's Bryant. Oh, great touch on the 16-footer. Kobe's got 10 points.
You don't see the wide open fadeaway shot too often.
And the Mavericks called time here. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Yeah, they really had their number in that game. Big margin of victory for them. They got there by really including their bench. The depth became a major factor. They just wore them down.
And it's Dallas with another.
They are trying to pull away here, continuing to add to this lead.
Well, Steve, no time is a good time to let up in my mind. I mean, you've got to continue to just play the game no matter what the score is. No mercy being shown out there, and they're looking to pull away. I like that.
Nelson from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. What Steve just talked about regarding how much they spread their scoring around was probably the most striking thing about that big win.
And the fact that they did have such a huge lead allowed them to even use their bench a little more than normal, and that was something that served them well.
Nowitzki, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Left side, Parsons. They get it again. Back to Nowitzki. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. Nelson's got his 4th assist in this one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Chandler with the steal. Nowitzki for 3. And it's good. Nowitzki's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Clark, you know this. It looked weak at times, and they didn't finish where they wanted to, but the Mavs did sneak into the postseason last year with a very strong push.
And they took the Spurs to 7 games in that first round. A tough schedule for them at the end of the season, but they fought through it and got back to the playoffs. Very impressive.
Here's Lynn. That's good.
How about that play? Great body control, still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
And for the Mavs, when they did get to the postseason, they gave San Antonio everything they could handle, taking them the distance to 7 games.
Well, you knew if the Mavs got to the playoffs, they'd be tough, even as an 8 seed. There was just so much playoff experience on that team that it took a very good Spurs team playing at a high level to get by the Mavericks in that first round. Mavs ownership has made it clear their plans and hopes are that Dirk Nowitzki would remain a Maverick for the remainder of his Hall of Fame career. You look at what he's meant to this team, the 4th most points scored with a single franchise in NBA history. A couple more seasons, and he could move up to 3rd in that category.
Lynn kicks to Bryant. Lynn the pass to Kobe. Fades back. And it falls over the rim and in. Kobe's got 14. And Steve, you talk about Nowitzki's career with the Mavs, a perennial playoff contender. 2 trips to the finals, and of course the 2011 title.
Well, he's been the cornerstone. I mean, not just a great player, but a great teammate as well. Just the way he approaches his work on a daily basis. The influence that he's had on that franchise is just remarkable. And the investment that they've made in him and vice versa has pretty much made the Mavericks over the last decade plus.
For Los Angeles, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Sacre is checked in for Hill. Davis comes in for Boozer. Young's checked in for Wesley Johnson. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Young outside. Pass to Sacre. Kicks it to Kobe. Just 5 on the clock. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Throws it up high. Dives for it. Rejected by Sacre. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. That's good. And that's 18 points for Kobe Bryant.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Wright dishes to Jefferson. It's stolen by Davis. Up the floor. Here's Young. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Young's got 6 points.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Lets it go from deep. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Lakers trail by 19. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Devin Harris is out there with J.J. Barea. Then it's Jefferson. Then it's Brandon Wright. And it's Aminu in at the power forward position. The Mavericks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Barea. Another miss by Barea. And Young, here we go. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, well, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Davis. Johnson comes in for Nick Young. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Ronnie Price. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Monte Ellis with the finish.
Heads-up play on both ends there. Transition basketball, the steal and the quick push.
Steve, that's how it should be played. I mean, rapid-fire basketball.
Jameer Nelson's checked in for the Mavericks.
Jameer Nelson.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread-out system might have limited his playing time.
Nobody near Parsons. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Into Johnson. The pass to Hill. Here's Ellington. Chandler with the block. And they're able to recover. 6 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. 10 points for Johnson.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
And he'll try to develop his outside shot to better fit into the Lakers' offense last year, but that's not his strength. Where he's best is his ability to use his size and athleticism on the boards and really defensively as well.
Kobe's checked in for Wayne Ellington. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Nelson kicks to Nowitzki. A beautiful reverse layup. Nowitzki's got 13 points in the second half.
And Hill is one of the best rebounders in the league. He's a quality defender as well, and he can play some center. So if he can stay healthy, I think he's a guy that can really be a player to watch.
Nowitzki, no good. Johnson kicks to Hill, and he banks in the layup.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
Nowitzki left side. And it's Dallas with another.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Bryant against Nelson. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And that's now 20 points for Kobe Bryant. Nelson kicks to Nowitzki. Parsons on the wing. Nowitzki left side. He was all alone on that one. Nowitzki's got 26 points.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Mavericks.
Great, generous ball movement tonight, a thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Nowitzki. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
He's feeling it. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. And that's now 30 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter. It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
And Kobe, here we go. The shot no good. Good D by Nelson.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Hill gets the rebound. LA has gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Oh!
Look out!
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. They get it back. Boozer, and the miss. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. You know, Clark, every